What's up, guys? Mason here, Cardinal Gaming. Appreciate you guys clicking on the video, supporting the channel, supporting the store, like you always do. Let's talk today about the haves and have-nots in the distribution world for Pokemon. It seems there's a lot of stuff going on, and I've been busy doing stuff, running around. Haven't been able to really talk about what's been happening. But today I really do want to take some time and just kind of break down what we're seeing and trying to see what we can make of that as we go into the holiday season, which is only going to get more and more crazy. But we'll break it in. Let's go. So you may go around locally to you. Everybody's situation is different. Whereas before the big crazy hype, you can walk out in any Walmart, any Target, any GameStop, any store, and there'd be tons of Pokemon. No big deal. Account from a few other products. You'd be able to find most things on the shelf. Nowadays, you walk around, and some Walmarts are fully stocked and crazy and have overflowing shelves of products. You walk into a Target, it's completely gutted. There's nothing there. You know, it's crazy to see such a disparity, and I'm wondering if there's not something bigger happening, or maybe some shifts or alignments in the big box stocking companies like MJ Holding and Excel and those kind of people. Maybe they're shuffling around different positions, or maybe they're just having issues getting things to where they need to go, because we still continue to see times where there's just nothing on shelves in big box stores, and some big box stores just don't have anything at all. I know a lot of stores around the country, when things are crazy, they just stopped ordering cards altogether. And maybe it's store by store basis. I don't know if that's a thing, or maybe they just don't have the draw or demand for card products, and it's not worth the hassle, which I can't believe. But it seems like everywhere around here it's sold out, big box, local, anyways, it doesn't matter. But it's weird. It's a weird thing that's going on, and I don't know the story behind that, because obviously I don't deal with those companies, so I don't know. But it's a weird thing to take note of, where it's still, you know, after everything's back to normal, everything's great, that a lot of these stores are still having issues with stocking. Of course, one big chain store that's not having any issues at all, it seems like, is GameStop. GameStop is still has huge amounts of product. Every time I went to one the other day, and they have shelves full of Pokemon cards. Seems like the only thing that they're selling is Pokemon cards right now. And of course, they're getting reprints of the Reshizard box, the gold with the gold card in it. That's exclusive to them. They had a restock of that stuff. They have the Arceus Premium Collection box, or Ultra Premium Collection, that's going to come out, which is a weird product. Honestly, I'd like to have seen a cooler art for those metal cards. They're just the regular, like, standard style V and V Star for Arceus. It's an extremely playable card. It's popular and expensive, but you can't play with the metal cards, so it's kind of a weird choice. It's kind of a weird thing. I don't know. It's an interesting box. $100. You're basically just paying for the packs and the metal doodads that go with it. So, you know, I'm not too upset about not having access to that kind of stuff. Help yourself, GameStop. Apparently that's the kind of stuff that you need to keep your doors open, because everything else is not looking so great, so I hear. So, but yeah, a lot of exclusive deals and stuff like that. That seems like going on in big box, which is also interesting. You know, again, where, you know, there's stores in this country that don't have Pokemon cards and haven't had any for months, but they're still getting these exclusive boxes and promos, and these promo boxes and things that are just going to the big box stores. It's kind of weird. I don't understand it. But let's talk. Let's go back on distribution side for hobby stores, main distribution channels. Again, very sporadic when I'm able to get stuff and when I'm not. And most recent thing we had restocks of was Brilliant Stars ETB. No booster boxes that I've seen. Haven't been able to order any, so that's something that still remains elusive to me. I've had maybe one booster box of Brilliant Stars I was able to find, or I got given to me from a distribution. One single box, and of course I opened it for packs, because I haven't had packs of Brilliant Stars in pretty much 2 weeks since Brilliant Stars came out. So I've been trying to get more of this stuff in and get more on the shelves. This is actually the best it's been in a little while, where I have Astral Radiance and Lost Origin. I just got those last week. But again, slow moving, slow to replenish stock. Not every distribution company has booster boxes. My main, Southern Hobby, they haven't had a booster box in probably a while. I couldn't even tell you, months, where we've had either something like a Evolving Skies or Astral Radiance or Brilliant Stars or anything like that. They're just completely sold out, completely done. So it's weird. It's interesting to see just who gets what product and where. A lot of the other distribution companies that I order, just because I got to get Pokemon product from, I got to get that somewhere. I gotta have it. Of course, I'm having to pay more. I'm paying 88 and 90. The last Brilliant Stars box I bought was at 125, so I could sell it for MSRP 140, 150. It's a struggle to get the stuff on the shelf from a distribution standpoint, and I have to have these booster boxes. These booster boxes are extremely important to me running my business because that's what I do for prizing. I got to give those packs out, and I got to give this product to my players that come in and play when I hold a larger event, and even just local events. I have to have something that is cost effective to give these players as a reward for coming out. And booster boxes is far and away the best way, the best bang for your buck for buying things like packs. So that's what we're seeing is no booster boxes anywhere. I may get a couple of little trickles of like Pokemon Go Alolan Executor boxes, and maybe some of the Professor Juniper boxes that nobody wanted for some reason. But those are the types of things that I'm able to get, and then booster boxes are just very hard to find. When I do find them, they're way more expensive than they typically would be, and that's why my floor for booster boxes right now is 120, because I actually factually cannot let these go for any cheaper, because I'm losing out on product and losing things that I need for otherwise to maintain the player base that I have, to keep them stocked and happy. I have to keep this stuff on the shelves for players, and for people to come in, for people that want to come in and trade stuff into me and get a booster box or trade some singles for booster boxes. I have to have them. It's very essential to my business, to running a secondhand trading card store, that I have booster boxes of all these products that are enticing to people to trade in, because nobody's going to trade in all their singles and good stuff to get Cleaver V-Star boxes that are $40 for what, 5 packs, 6 packs? It's not worth it. It's not, money's not there. So yeah, very important that I get booster boxes, and it's just, again, a situation of has and has-nots, and the people that have it, they pay a lot more than they would typically for them. So that's what we're seeing. And most of the time is that there's just a really large amount of windows where I just can't get product, and it sucks. And it's a lot harder than it used to be. So that's what we're seeing. Part of me kind of wishes we go back to the wave system. The wave system was kind of cool in that regards, is that I would get these, monthly or bi-monthly dumps of product where I can get and replenish, and I kind of build up a reserve and kind of better allocate things, instead of, the release weekend for Lost Origin, I sold 90 booster boxes, all gone. It was a heck of a run, but now, I don't have any boxes for the rest of the months, and it's a constant struggle to try to balance that stuff, and it's hard when I have to pay more for booster boxes. I have to charge more for people that come in and buy them. It's not a pleasant experience for that, but booster boxes are still cheaper than MSRP, than you're just going out buying out 36 packs far and away. So, and that's why they are so popular. That's why it is like the flagship item of most sets, is that the booster box is just the most efficient, convenient way to get the most bang for your buck. But that's what we're seeing. It's kind of weird. I do want to touch on here at the close, for those of you guys still watching, the Sam's Club, Costco, Evolving Skies, ETB situation. And just, I wanted to make a video at the time, but everybody else was talking about, and you could probably already get my where I'm going with this. I haven't had, even take out the Evolving Skies ETBs for a second, I haven't had Chilling Reign ETBs since last October when we got the big dump, and I got a very few amount of that, and then they were gone. I haven't had Chilling Reign ETBs for forever, and to see those getting dumped at Sam's Club and Costco, that Pokemon is probably not getting as much as they would get from distribution. I can't imagine that they're, I don't know. I don't know what they make, but And then for Sam's Club and Costco to turn around and sell those things for such a low price, when people are wheeling these things out of the store, you're just giving away free money. It didn't make sense to me. As you can see, I still have Evolving Skies ETBs. I got them for 60 bucks. Why do I have them for 60 bucks? Because I had to pay $35 a box. I almost paid, well, if you factor in the tin, the Costco deal was cheaper than I bought my last batch of cases that I had for Evolving Skies ETBs. That's weird to me. That is a weird situation to be in. And it doesn't make sense to me from my side, from hobby distribution side, and then from big box, why they would put that weird price point on such an item where Pokemon traditionally has been flying off the shelves, especially these guys. And I'm still selling these for the $50, $60 I got on them. So that is kind of a weird breakdown of just like, you still see these ripple effects and these waves of products hitting some places missing out. It's a very weird time where it feels like it's getting better, but then it's not when you have these big dry spells for months. And then you look at and see that Sam's Club has pallets of things that you would love to have access to, even a chance to buy. But they're getting them all. It's a weird thing, and they're blowing them out at discount prices. It's a weird thing. It doesn't make sense to me, and I'm trying to understand why. It just doesn't.